everyone, welcome to Sadrisha Ayurveda. Now today we are going to see this is the third part of the Pariksha Pramana BMS paper 2 chapter 1, that is Pariksha and Pramana Vigyana. This is the third part and the last part. In this video we are going to see Pramana Samanya Parichaya and the practical application in Ayurveda about Pramana. Pramana Samanya Parichaya. Now, what is the Samanya Parichaya of Pramana means? Like all the Pramana, how many Pramanas now we are going to see into detailed. Now, each of these Pramanas are in different distribution of the chapters. Now, we are going to see the detail in each chapter, but this is a general introduction of all the chapters, like a summary of all the syllabus of the PB. Okay, now Pratyaksha Pramana. Pratyaksha Pramana generally means whatever the knowledge we are getting, the real knowledge what we can see is called as Pratyaksha Jnana. The knowledge which is perceived by Atma, Manas, Indriya, Artha and Sannikarsha, means by Atma, Manas, Indriya, Artha, Sannikarsha together is called as Pancha Indriya Jnana. To the five senses, that is called as a Pratyaksha Jnana. And second is Anumana, that is inference. Knowledge perceived by Anumiti means someone Anumana. The knowledge of Agni is seen by the Dhuma, means like Anumana. We see the things and we think like this may be happen. For example, if where some smoke is there, we get the resemble like maybe here maybe fire, because of that the Dhuma is there. If in the morning we see the wet roads, we may get the inference that in night there is a heavy rainfall, so the roads are wet. So like this, that is the Anumana Pramana. Next is Shabda Pramana. The Shabda are words, like some of the spoken words by the Apta, that is superior teacher, through which we are getting the knowledge, that is Shabda Pramana. Upmana Pramana. Knowledge perceived by Sadrish Jnana, resemblance. Like resembling to that, when we see a new thing, we start comparing with the old one. A new dress is compared with the old one. Similarly, if we get to see a new animal, we some of the features may be resemblance to the animals which we have already studied. So that comparison is called as a Upmana Pramana. Arthapati Pramana, getting the knowledge of unexplained things with the explained things. Like we know many of the things, many animals we know, its characteristics we know, and similarly if some unknown animal came, so some of the characteristics before by the previous knowledge we try to find out. For example, we came to BMS, we don't know the whole chapter, whatever it is there in anatomy, we don't know, but because of the previous knowledge of biology, we started reading anatomy and we get the knowledge. Similarly, that is called as Arthapati Pramana. Next is Sambhava Pramana, that is possibility, getting the detailed knowledge for explaining thing. If something is told, there is a possibility we get another, its broader expand. For example, if I'll say 1 feet, then some of you may think 12 inches, 1 by 3 or 31 centimeter, means one word with all the different meanings you'll get at that same time. Atithya Pramana, that is tradition. It gives the detailed knowledge about the traditional history of a thing. Like whatever I see, the background history to be known. Like for example, in Ayurveda is originated from Brahma. So that is the history which we know. Chesta Pramana, that is action, getting the knowledge by different action, or Sankhet Bhava, like different action. Sometimes the words are different and the action is different. So, not going on the words, by the action we get to know. Okay. Pariksha Pramana, that is expression, getting the knowledge by omitting the unwanted things. Like in us, we read 3-4 pages for a particular topic, we just select 2 or 3 main headings which is important related to that topic. Okay, that is omitting the unrelevant thing and taking the relevant one thing. Pratibha Pramana, Intelligence. Scholars get the greatness or knowledge of pratibha, that is intelligence. This is Yukti Pramana, means before conclusion, before saying to some things, we plan and we process. Like before making this video, I have to make a PPT, then I have to read everything, and with a proper planning we are doing anything, that is called as Yukti. Now we'll see all the pramanas and its practical utility and treatment in Ayurveda. Generally, this practical utility is asked for with the chapter itself, like Pratyaksha and its utility, Aptopadesha its utility. They have given it separated, but in the questions we'll get this together. Okay. Now, practical application and examination and treatment. Usage of Aptopadesha in Ayurveda. Aptopadesha is a detailed, irreversible experience, authenticate real knowledge about the principle of health, disease, treatment are follows. Aptopadeshas means Apta means a wise person, or some of the acharyas, like they have written the Charaka Samhita. These are the people who are very wise. They have given some principles for Roga Rogi, Pariksha, Roga Gyana, Dosha Dhatu Malas. We can't neglect them for the treatment. Anyhow, we have to take it in consideration, like some things which is irreversible, like dosha, dhatu, malla, agni, shutas, prakriti, vikriti of a patient are explained in the samhitas, are authentic and true, which we cannot say that it is untrue. These are the authentic knowledge which is given by the aptas, that is the great sages, and that we have to follow. That is the true knowledge, and the knowledge which is given by the apta, there is no doubt. The Aptopadesha, in the next chapter we are going to see detailed about what is Aptopadesha, its classification and its type. Then you will get this more correctly. Pratyaksha Pramana. Pratyaksha Pramana, generally whatever we see, whatever we touch, by the five senses we get the knowledge, that is called as Pratyaksha Pramana. Okay. Now, using these five senses, how we are using for treatment, that we'll see. Now, Chakshu Indriya Pratyaksha. Chakshu Pratyaksha means if a patient come to you, we used to see generally he is very lean, very obese. If he is lean, he is Vata dominant. If it is too much obese, means he is Kapha dominant. His size, prabhava, duplication, skin lesions, like some of the skin patches are there or not, apacha of the body, how the body structure is there, prakriti and vikrati of the person, normal, abnormal stage of the body. All these things we see, like if while examination, chakshu indriya is very important for examination. Like in jaundice also, if we see pale yellow color in the eyes or nails, then we conclude for the jaundice test. So these are the things. Now, Shrotendriya Pratiksha by hearing. Now, hearing can be done by, first of all, by listening to the patient. We'll ask the questions and the patient will answer some of them. That is called as second. Now, heartbeat sound, respiratory sound we can hear. Sometimes the bubble sounds of the stomachs can be heard. Modern science hear the sound through the stethoscope and also heard by Shrotendriya. Okay, Grahan Indriya Pratyaksha, olfaction by smell. The normal smell can be perceived, that is normal smell. Like if the patient came, sometimes he is very smelly, that is because of prameha also, that is diabetes. Lodra gandha, because mutra gandha, he may see rakta pitta, if he is having rakta pitta, bleeding and the spelling, that is rakta pitta also. These all smells they can be detected with the Grahanindriya Pratyaksha. Sparshindriya Pratyaksha means by touch. By touching a person, we get the knowledge about him. Like if any palpation, like liver palpation, we generally do to see whether the liver is swollen or not. Skin condition, we see has it swollen or pus is there, or because of vayu the skin lesions are there. So these all the things. The fever, generally most common is fever, jwara, that is we used to see by our hands. These all things are by Sparshindriya Pratyaksha. Now the Rasan Indriya Pratyaksha, generally we don't use this Indriya for the any of the treatment measures. Okay, now Anumana, Pramana, Jnana Bhavas. Anumana means by, as I have told, direct perception is not possible for all the problems. Like now we have seen whatever the physical condition is there, which we can see, touch, feel, or anything. Now some of the inside organs are fail, or any other diseases which we cannot get the knowledge. So we have to put the Anumana. Like if a patient come, he said, I'm having dryness in the skin, I'm feeling lazy, I'm getting very much hunger, I want to have cold things very much. So it means that he is having vata prakopa. Okay, so it similarly, because of the symptoms we get on the diseases. So similarly, that is called as anumana. When there is not possibility of any of the disease to be find out, so we used to do the anumana pramana. It is one of the very important for the treatment purposes. Anumana, Dashavida Parikshas, Anumana Karna, Karya Yoni, Karya Phala, Anuplabdhi, Kala, Pravrityupaya. All these things we get to know. Examples now we'll see by sour beach, amla pitta diseases, acidity, sour belching. Like if a person says like I'm continuously getting sour belching, like the food is coming out till the throat, and then amla taste is in the mouth, then we get the condition like he must be having acidity. This Vyam Shakti, if a person we ask about the Vyam, how much you disease do the exercise, the strength of the patient get to know. Yellow conjunctivitis, like yellow conjunctivitis, here also by seeing yellow conjunctivitis, that is eyes, as the jaundice can be no. Digestive capacity, the agni can be examined. If we'll ask how much your hunger is, he said 2 or 3 times, then we normal. If he says very frequently I'm getting, so because of vata prakopa he is getting more of hunger, that is tikshnagni. So we get, so by the anumana most of the diseases can be treated. Now Yukti Pramana. Now after knowing all the like Pratyaksha, Anumana, Aptopadesha, in Aptopadesha we got all the knowledge by the Aptas, how to treat, what is health, what is disease, what is dosha dhatu malas, everything we got to know. Next Pratyaksha Pramana, we get to see the disease, like what physically we can see, touch, or smell, that we can clarify. Now in anumana, because of the inference, because of the knowledge, we get to know the internal of the disease. By knowing all these things, now we have to do a proper planning for the treatment of the patient. Okay, so that is called as a yukti means planning, is having a great role in Ayurveda for the diagnosis and formulation or treatment. Okay, based on the vitiation of dosha, dushya, shrotas, agni, drugs are selected and processed and purified and combined. Like based on the disease, now I have seen the pratiksha, anumana, shabda, everything I have done. Now by using my own yukti, my experiences, I will give the treatment to the patient. So that is called as yukti. Thank you. In this video this much. Thank you.